So the next film I wanted to take a look at is the film Carmilla, a very dark kind of gothic film that's come out here in Australia with no media screening, so it's been a bit of a hard film to find. I know if you're in Melbourne, you'll be able to see this movie at the Classic, at the Lido, and at the Cameo, so definitely go and check it out because this is probably one of the hidden gems of 2021. Now, it's actually directed by the author of the book, Emily Harris, and it is an absolutely fantastic kind of artistic, gothic period piece that I cannot wait to check out again. The actual poster of it makes it look like it might be another Twilight. It is anything but another Twilight. It basically tells the story of a young girl called Lara, played by Hannah Ray, and she's being brought up in a pretty strict kind of family lifestyle where her mother passed away years earlier. She's being brought up by her father and also a very, very strict governess, Miss Fontaine, played by Jessica Raine. And basically, Miss Fontaine lives in this kind of fear that the devil is going to come into their house. And she does everything she can to prevent the devil from coming into the house, including tying up Lara's left hand, because Lara has been born left-handed. But there's a belief during this time period that if you're left-handed, then it's the work of the devil. So Lara frequently has her left hand tied up so she won't use it. Now, she's very, very lonely. She's awaiting for the arrival of a friend whom she's never met to come and spend time with her. However, the friend ends up falling ill, so Lara is kind of happy when a accident with a carriage results in Carmilla, played by Devram Lingnau, coming to stay with them while she is treated after this accident. Now, this accident has some queries around it. It happens out of the blue. Nobody seems to know or expect Carmilla being in the area. In fact, Carmilla's not even her name. Carmilla is the name that's given to her by Lara because the girl supposedly can't remember her name or remember where she's come from after the accident. Now, Dr. Renquist, played by Tobias Menzies, he comes in to try and help as well, but he also has a little bit of a gothic spiritual side to him, and it's very, very clear, without the word actually ever being mentioned, that Miss Fontaine and Dr. Renquist are pretty sure that there are vampires in the area, and we actually see that when one of the bodies is being removed from the carriage that Carmilla has come from, that it's got a stake through its heart. So there's obviously a belief there amongst the locals in the area that there are vampires in that area. Now, a relationship kind of forms between Lara and Carmilla, and Miss Fontaine is extremely worried about that, and we kind of learn it during one of her conversations with Lara that she was perhaps involved in a lesbian relationship when she was younger that was frowned upon and kind of ruined her life. Now, this to me is kind of a movie in the vein of some of the great gothic pieces. There's a fair bit of Picnic at Hanging Rock about this film. Emily Harris seems to really focus on the darker side of nature. Like a lot of these movies you would see, if it was just a standard period piece, that the director would focus on a deer or an animal like that, or maybe even a playful fox. But here, she focuses on the more kind of disgusting creatures, worms in the earth, ants attacking their prey. There's lots and lots of shots of insects and the kind of the dirtier side of the earth and nature as we know it. The other thing I really enjoyed about this film was it didn't sensationalize the lesbianism of the characters. It kind of kept it subtle, showed Lara as a young girl exploring her sexuality, and you can kind of take what you will with Carmilla. Is there something dark there with her? Is she just mysterious? It's kind of left up to the audience to kind of make up their own mind with that. But absolutely amazing performances by Hannah Ray, Devram Lingnow, and Jessica Rain. It's just an absolutely fantastic film. It's one of those movies that I'm sure a lot of people will kind of avoid because they think it's going to be a kind of boring coming of age kind of film, but absolutely fantastic. It's made me want to check out more of the work from the director Emily Harris, who I find her artistic style with this film just really, really, really brilliant. It stands out for me. I think this is going to be one of my favorite movies of the year. I love the three performances from the three leads as well. I thought they were absolutely fantastic. A lot of people probably are going to think that I need my head read for this, but I'm actually going to give this film 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it.